Hi guys, it's Anne and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be unboxing my order from the Louis Vuitton La Beauté collection, also known as their makeup collection. If you're interested in knowing what I got and getting ready with me, keep on watching. Finally, Louis Vuitton is selling makeup. They teamed up with creative director Pat McGrath. If you don't know, Pat McGrath is also the creator of one of the lipsticks that Taylor Swift uses, the red lipstick. So you know already that's a staple for her and it's a quality type of red lipstick. So shout out to Pat McGrath for banking this collaboration with Louis Vuitton. So here is the item that I ordered. So let's go ahead and unbox it. Actually, I didn't order this. My husband did, but I told him about it and he ordered it right away. I didn't even ask him to order it. He just knew I wanted it and straight up ordered it. So here we go. Thank you, my love. So this wasn't from the store. This was in the UPS box. What is the deal with this kind of tissue paper? Not my favorite at all. But yeah. So there's this, which I'll get to in a second. Some of this. And literally more tissue paper that I don't quite understand. But yeah, empty now. So I only wanted one item from this makeup collection because, well, here's the shape. It's not a lipstick. I don't know if I could justify the $160 price point for a lipstick. How I'm justifying this item, I'm treating it as a collector's piece and you'll know why. So this is actually an eyeshadow palette. So here's that. It's called the LV Ombre. And it's made in France. I don't know if you guys could see that. Here's that. And it basically slides out, I think. And then the logo embossed. And then here it is. So this is the eyeshadow palette. And it's black and gold. And it's very heavy. I'll definitely say that. But I really love the way this looks. And so it says Louis Vuitton Paris, ombre eyeshadows, and then it's all engraved, so no stickers. And then there's like, you could press, I'll show you in a second. But this is absolutely stunning. So beautiful. So you just kind of lift up. There's a mirror here, and then there's the Louis Vuitton flower, like the eyeshadows. And then here's that. So the one I got, I believe, sorry, I have to look down at my notes. So based on the box, it's LV Ombre 250 Nude Mirage. But in person, or maybe because of my lighting in here, I don't know about you guys, but doesn't it look a lot more... Okay, maybe it doesn't look so purple in the screen right now, but in person, in this lighting, it looks very purple. But now that I'm looking at it while I'm recording it, it looks more true to color as it is on the website. So yes, it does look a lot more purple in person, I would say. So these are refillable. That's why I chose this, because I feel like this is a true collector's piece and I really like the design of it. So if I were to just press that button, as I mentioned earlier, whatever, like, oh, you push down, I'm sorry. So don't push the button, push down, like kind of like a switch. So push that, and then this whole thing pops up, and then you could buy like all the shades that you want. So it's refillable. You could actually even repan it yourself. with eyeshadows you already have, and maybe empty out these petals. So basically they're magnetic. So if I were to just pull one out, this is how it look. And then the bottom of it. So you could probably repan it if you want. And it's a very strong magnet. Oh my gosh, I don't want to. So there you go. And then you just push it back down. So very, very neat. I love how it's refillable. So what else comes with this? So in this packaging is a black velvet case. It says Louis Vuitton. And then it has logo. Inside is a brush. Says Louis Vuitton. And then there's another brush. There's actually two. So here is the other one. If I could get it out. Oh, there's actually like slots for the brushes. So let's see if I could. So they won't easily fall out or get squished in. So here's the other one. This is more of like a dome. I think they're both the same type. Let me see. So there's that. And the other one. Oh, this one is more of a flat brush. So the other one was a dome, and this is more like a flat. Yeah, you see that? So, and then you basically just put the compact in this casing, and then you put the two brushes back in, and it's like your travel pouch. So that is really cool. I like how it came with the brushes in this pouch. So definitely it's not just a single compact for the price. And then they also gave me samples of LV Rouge, which I believe is the lipstick, also made in France. And you have 207 Sensual Wave at the top. Then you have 105 Nude Necessary. And then 109 The Great Escape, which is I'm kind of interested in this one. And then 896 Monogram Rouge at the bottom. So I know the Monogram Rouge is like supposedly their main red staple color. I try not to wear red as much, but I do like the 109. The 105 seems a little too light for my skin. For reference, I'm NC43 in MAC, or Shell Beige in Estee Lauder Double Wear, in case you need to compare skin tone. I would say I'm medium tan. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch these eyeshadows for you so you get an idea on how they look. So I'm going to use the brush just because I don't want to use my fingers. I'll probably use the flat brush that they provided. I also want to test out their brush too, because a lot of the brushes that come standard, they're kind of like not good quality, but since it's Louis Vuitton and for the price point, it should be good quality. I mean, they feel like good quality, so we'll see. So reading from my notes, per Louis Vuitton, the color is supposed to stay for 24 hours, crease proof for 24 hours. It's a 12-hour wear, and it's a hydrating formula, and the preserve hydration is for up to 6 hours, in case you guys were interested in the long-lasting power of these shadows. So the top is, okay, going from top clockwise, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So the top would be a highlight, which is Satin Rose Beige. And then to the right would be Satin Rosy Mauve. And then at the bottom, which is used to define, is Ultra Matte Deep Plum. And then the twist, which is the final on the left, is Metallic Champagne Rose. So highlight, shade, define, and twist. So let's go ahead and swatch these. So first one up is the highlight, which is Satin Rose Beige. So a few swipes. I don't know if you guys could see it. And then I'll go left to right with this. And it's very, very faint. I might have to use my fingers, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. So I'll go ahead and swatch these. So I know it's kind of hard to see in this lighting. I didn't use any primer. It's just straight up using the Louis Vuitton provided brush. So it's from the left to the right. It would be the highlight, the shade, the define, and the twist. Again, I only use the brush. Let's see how it will look when I use my fingers. I really don't want to, but I just want to prove a point on how it looks as far as distribution versus the fingers and the brush. Okay, I just reapplied some more using my fingers. As you can see, it's a lot more vibrant. From left to right, the highlighter, the shade, the define, and twist. Now I'm actually going to put it on my eyelid. So I'm going to be using Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer. Just the normal one. If I look down, it's because the mirror I have right here is down below. So I'm the only one using this primer, so I just went straight for it. My face is already clean. I washed it right before this video. So, all right. I would say I have pretty like monolid type of eyes, I guess. And I'm going to be using the MAC brushes. I don't really want to use the Louis Vuitton ones for now. So this is the MAC 224, and then this is the MAC 217. So these are the two brushes that I will be using today. So now that I put on the primer, I'm going to go ahead and put on the shade first using the 217. So the shade would be this one. And again, it definitely looks purple in the palette with this lighting on the brush. Looks very dark. But yeah, so I'm going to hold up my mirror and just kind of put it in the middle. So I'm going to have to cut this video in between just so you're not staring at me this whole time. But so here it is with the shade. Yeah, okay. Again, this is with the 217 brush. And then I'm going to go ahead with the highlight. And I'm going to put that in the inner part of my lid. I don't know if you guys can see that. So here's how it looks so far. And then I'm going to go in with the 224 blending brush. And I'm just going to take the Define, which is this bottom color, and just create like a smoky eye. And then so I don't know if you guys can see that. So I know it looks a little funny because it's just my eyes. So I'm going to kind of fill in more of a color and blend it and then show you more of a close-up look. Okay, so now I'm going to add the twist a little bit to the inner corner and to my brow line. And I will be using the tip of the 217 brush. I feel like the twist is very pigmented, so we'll see how it looks. Okay. And then I'll show you guys a close-up look. So this is how it looks close up. Again, this is only with Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. And I don't have any liner or mascara on, so I'm just trying to show you guys how it looks on my face. So I'm going to do the rest of my face and we'll see how it goes. I will try to do a time-lapse video so you guys could see it all in action. So here is the final look. I know it's not as vibrant as some of you may expect. I intentionally did that. I don't like to wear a lot of makeup, and I also don't like heavy, vibrant colors. I tried to stay as neutral as possible, which is why I wanted the nude Mirage shade set for the eyeshadow palette. So let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't wear makeup on the daily. This is just kind of like my face, but better, I hope, kind of look. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my hair, and that will be the end of this video. So here is the overall look. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you want more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. If you have any comments or questions, especially about the products that I use, please leave me a comment down below. Thanks, guys!